Hey folks, it's Nessa here from Infinitely Zero's channel. Just wanted to show you what the October Darn Good Yarn of the Month yarn was. I have that monthly yarn subscription. You can actually cancel or change how often the yarn comes or what date your subscription comes in. Anyway, so I have mine set towards later in October, which was October 17th, but I only got this October 30th, which was kind of late. But I wanted to try to make the video and show it as soon as possible. I'm sorry I haven't had a chance to finish unboxing the 15 Days of Fright, that Halloween Advent box, as well as my other Halloween Yarny Goodness box, and I have a bunch of other stuff that I have to film. I've just been very busy. So, just wanted to say thank you to all my subscribers and folks watching the video, and new subscribers and folks that have returned. And also, if you like the content and haven't subscribed, please click the like button and the subscription button. Thank you so much, and subscribing to the channel is free. So let's get on with this. Yeah, so the yarn of the month that they chose was the Germany Octoberfest. It's a worsted weight recycled silk yarn. It's a yellow, green, and red yarn. It's considered, again, like I mentioned, a number 4 ply worsted weight yarn, and that just says how thick the yarn is, so it's about that thick. And they recommend a 5mm or US 8 knitting needles, or a 5.5mm US I9 crochet hook. And it is 50 grams or 75 yards little cake, which is 1.8 ounces or 68 meters, and it's hand washed, lay flat to dry. And they have like a little blurb in here with the little card of the yarn, which says, "Welcome to Germany. Introducing Oktoberfest, a vibrant ombre dyed yarn inspired by the lively spirit of Germany's famous Oktoberfest. This recycled silk worsted weight yarn flows seamlessly from one rich color to the next, much like the festival itself, with a deep earthy green that transitions into a warm golden hue, then deepens into a rich maroon. Handcrafted with care, Oktoberfest brings the joy of this cherished German tradition into every stitch." And then they mention how this works with local schools to make sure they have the proper tools and supplies to provide an education for children in India. Your subscription. This is what the yarn looks like again. So the subscription I have comes with 3 cakes of these. So I got those 3, and I paid $8 extra for the extra cake of yarn. I forgot what the price is. And it also, if you have the yarn of the month, it has discounted shipping as well. Anyways, but you can check on their site how much they're charging for that. I think it was like 25 bucks. And this was the free gift. It comes with a free gift. So they're stitch markers, which are really cute ones this month. I love this because sometimes they give a gift that's not very useful, but I find these stitch markers to be very useful and super cute. They're like a little black kitty. One's in a bowl, one's in a different kind of bowl, in a cup. This one's in a teacup. That's so cute. This one's got its little head stuck in a glass. Let's see. Did I get them all? Oh, they have these 2 where they're stuck in a taller, like a tumbler glass, in a soup bowl kind of. And then like kind of like a lower cup, like a teacup kind of thing with its little tail. So those are really cute. I know it's hard to show them. They have the little kitty cats. Anyways, so those are super cute. And then it also comes with a booklet talking about the yarn. Mentions the same thing that I just read to you. You see, and that's the picture that they showed us for the teaser, which looks nothing. It does not. It makes it look like it's a much thinner yarn than it was, which is fine by me. I'm really happy that it's worsted weight because I almost didn't order it because I thought it was a fingering weight. And then the pattern that they offer this month for free is Blooming Coffee Cozy and crochet, and for knitting. So that's what the knitting one looks like. It's prettier than the crochet one. And you can make it with one skein. And then they mention the designer, which is Dorothy Sivo. And then they give you the coupon code for this month, as well as that you're able to get a free pattern. So yeah, so that's it for that. I'm gonna put these aside. I think I'm gonna use them, so take them out of the bag. And yeah, and then I figured in this video I would do the my current project, since I had a request for that, so I'll try to go through that real quick. Yeah, and sorry that I wanted to do some special stuff for Halloween, but I've just been way too tired and way too busy this week. And I figured, well, you know, I love Halloween. I celebrate it all year long anyways. So, yeah, I know I don't do some elaborate makeup like some other channels do and a ton of Halloween decorations, but I just honestly don't have the energy to do that. So, I'm glad they do it and they do a great job. But this is me, and this is what you get. So anyways, yes, I showed some of these blankets. I thought I had woven in the ends. I did. Never mind. In pictures on my community tab on YouTube, but I wanted to just quickly show them. So this I'll be sending off as a Boggy Creek blanket, most likely. It was a pattern that I saw from Creative Grandma, so it's corner to corner, they call it, which is like a block stitch worked corner to corner. And the border is also her pattern. The yarn is a Premier Dottie yarn in Peach Blossom. And the yarn used for the border is a Brown Heather, the Bonbon Ince yarn, which is a DK yarn, and I bought it from Mary Maxim. And I used a 5mm hook. It's nice and soft, and more on the lightweight side. So I don't know what fell. I hope everything's okay. But anyways, so next, I have been working on a Halloween themed Hexagon cardigan, which I didn't get to finish. I'm using this worsted Halloween sparkle yarn. The colorway is Beautiful, and it's orange, white, gray, and black. Orange, white, gray, and black. Yeah, with silver sparkle running through. And the pattern is, it's herringbone double crochet stitch. The pattern is from Crystal from Bag a Day Crochet. I'll have the link to the pattern up here in the top of the video and in the description box below. This is the second hexagon. That's how they get worked up. Like this. And then you fold it when it gets big enough. Like that. And then, you know, like this is the sleeve, this is the body, and then this would be the back side, and then this gets stitched with the other half hexagon, which that one is closer to the size done. I just have to do the back rows, which I was starting on that, but I decided let me make my second hexagon and then I'll continue doing that. So that's how it looks. I know it's kind of chaotic and crazy, but hopefully it'll look nice. And you can just choose whichever side you want in the back before adding your extra rows. So yeah. So I'll show that to folks when it's done. The other thing I finally finished, I decided to stop it where it was. I did a few more rows and then decided to stop it this week. It was taking me a really long time. I had bought that beautiful yarn, which is Rena's threads. This colorway is Gothic Rainbow. And I'll have the link to her Etsy site below. She also has a website where you can order the yarn from. It's very thin yarn. It's made up of multiple threads. I used the 5mm hook, but my tension's loose, so I think maybe a 4.5 might have been nicer. And this is Bag of Day Crochet's pattern, which is called Wrapped in a Facade. It's pineapple stitch. It's my first time doing it, and it's like a 20-row repeat, so it was really challenging for me to do. But I think it came out very pretty. And I decided, I was like, well, I'm not very big and I'm short, so if I do it too large, it's going to be huge on me. So I thought this would be a better, manageable, more usable size for me. So, yeah. So I decided to wrap it up and finish it. And I had bought the larger cake, the 1,400. If you want to see the cake, there's a video on that back in May where I had bought it for myself. And I only used, this only took half of the cake, so I still have the other half to make either another one or something else with. The next thing is I decided to make this is actually my third Agatha Christie reading shawl. It's like a reading shawl, but inspired by Agatha Christie. The pattern is from Ophelia Talks Crochet. So I think it's coming out really pretty. It's for a friend of mine. It actually looks a lot more blue than I thought. So Cheryl, let me know what you think. If not, I can make a different one that has different colors if you don't like these. So it's kind of like a light purple, which isn't coming up in the video very well, and then like a light blue. And it's alternating. The yarn is the Joann's Big Twist Party yarn. I haven't checked on their site if they're selling it anymore, but I know they sort of stopped for a bit there, and it just showed that it wasn't being sold anymore. It's very nice and soft. It's 240 yards, 3.5 ounces, 220 meters, 100 grams. They recommend a 4.5mm knitting needles or a US I9 5.5mm crochet hook, and it's a number 4 worsted weight yarn. It does work up a little thicker than I had initially thought, so I'm using a 6mm crochet hook for the shawl. And they mention that it's machine wash, low iron. I wouldn't recommend a low iron. And do not tumble dry and just lay flat to dry. So those are all the specs in there that I just read you. And that's the color. It's like alternating light blue with purple. And then you're probably wondering what this is, right? The nice trippy blanket behind me. So I just finished that this week. I sent a picture in for Dee's Creative Hands. I think that's how you say her site. She was hosting a hippy dippy blanket cowl contest for Halloween or fall themed. And it had to be 4 granny squares put together. And then after that, I realized I thought it was 4 squares. So I'm hoping she'll be okay with this. I decided to do moss stitch corner to corner squares. And I did them 20 inches each. And I'm going to send it off to Boggy Creek. And I'm hoping the size is okay. So, and it gives like a nice, cool, sort of trippy effect. There we go. I know I'm hidden behind the thing, but then you can see the blanket better. It's hard to show these blankets when you're sitting down. So what I did was the colorway here that has the orange, this square, that's the colorway Bonfire from Herrschner's Antiquity line. And this square, which does not have the orange, which is red, yellow, gray, light gray, dark gray, and brown, is called the autumnal colorway, which I don't see that they're selling on their site anymore. And then I joined it with the Herrschners Worsted 8 dark gray color. So I've mentioned these yarns a lot here on the site. This is the Bonfire one. Oops. That's what it looks like. It's a light gray with brown with yellow, orange, and red. It's 489 yards per skein. 100% acrylic, machine wash and dry, made in Turkey, and they recommend a 5.5 millimeter I9 crochet hook, which is what I used for the border, for the blankets, for the squares, and for the border I used the 7 millimeter crochet hook. What else? The tutorial I used to make the squares and for the joining and the border of the squares was hooked by Robin, her corner to corner moss stitch square tutorial. She makes much smaller squares, but it's the same concept if you do them 20 inches. I think it came out really nice. I like how they look. You pretty much work it until you get to the desired measurement you want, and then you start decreasing. So pretty straightforward, I think. I don't think there was anything else from the blanket that I needed to go over. The specs for the autumnal colorway, the skein, and the dark gray are the same. I'm like about 1 inch off because some of the squares weren't exactly 20 inches, but I'm hoping that'll be okay for Boggy Creek. And yeah, I know it's more sort of retro fall colors, but I thought it looked fun. I like them. Hopefully somebody else will like them too. But yeah, so that was everything. I hope you have a great day or great night. Take care. And hope to see you soon. Thanks so much. And again, if you can, please click the like button and click subscribe if you like the content. Thanks so much. Bye.